Today's episode is brought to you by Mazars. SoundCartel. Just getting through the day at the moment can be considered a success. So when you throw the idea of networking in the mix, it can tend to fall off the priority list. But don't let it. It could end up saving you a lot more time in the long run. From SoundCartel, I'm Nicole Goodman, and this is Business Essentials Daily. Time to network and mix with peers can be invaluable for a number of reasons. Nick Jonsson is the co-founder and MD of EGN Singapore, Asia's #1 executive peer network. He's also the best-selling author of Executive Loneliness, so he understands the value that face time with your peers can offer. He discusses 5 benefits with me, the first being to stop wasting time trying to recreate good solutions.
I certainly believe that they should be doing that so that they don't have to reinvent the wheel by themselves. And why make so many mistakes when there's someone who's been making those mistakes before? And why be so stubborn as a business owner to just keep trying and failing? It's so painful. So I just believe in that you should work together and learn from each other.
And it can probably save time too.
Absolutely, actually. And I have some surveys here that show that you save time. And it was a survey done by Forbes recently, where the members of the Forbes network, 92% said of them, that's why they belong to a network, to save time.
Amazing. There you go. The second reason is because it's lonely at the top, the old phrase. We know it well.
Yes, absolutely. The higher up the hierarchy you go, the lonelier it gets. Just simply because at the middle level, you will have more people at your level who you can speak with during the coffee break and lunch break, and they will face similar challenges with you. And it is just getting that sympathy that someone is in the same boat as you. And we as humans, we just need to have that sympathy, it seems. But once you then go up, higher up, and who do you have to go for a lunch break with, who you can be a little bit vulnerable and honest with to share what's going on? You will naturally not have so many at that level in the office, and also you will be very careful what you share, because perhaps you're paid more money to be the one who's supposed to have it all together. You're supposed to be giving direction and not showing weaknesses.
Well, third, you say it's the easiest way to get a new job in a gig economy. How so?
Well, we are in a gig economy now where the days when you work 20, 30 years for a company are gone. It's more project-based, shorter, and there's more uncertainty. The company's going through acquisitions. You never know when you're going to have to look for another job. So therefore, it is who you know that is important. You need to really build up this professional network around you, because that's where the jobs are coming from. And there was a survey done by HubSpot recently, and they found that 85% of all jobs these days are filled through networking. If we just want to add to this, CNBC also did a study, and they found that 70% of all jobs these days are not published. Things are moving so fast, there's so many changes that you tend to just asking around you, do you know someone who can fill this position? So you want to make sure that you are on the list of those jobs.
You know, Mazars has been a long-time supporter of SoundCartel, and now they're helping us bring you this podcast. To find out how Mazars can support your business, visit mazars.com.au. That's mazars.com.au. Your fourth reason to maintain peer networks, you say, is to improve your social skills and look after your mental health. Tell us about this one.
Well, let's look at just what have happened around us the last 2 years with the pandemic, and we have been quite isolated. We have faced new challenges which we haven't seen before. So if you had a good network built up before who you can reach out to and ask for help, then you've been ahead of the game. The challenges have been for the people who didn't have any strong relationships, and making new connections over this virtual world has not been easy for them. They are the one who've been suffering most, and you will have perhaps issues both on your personal side where you need a personal network to turn to, but professionally, you also need a professional network who can help you then with your work-related challenges and so on. And many times there can be things you're facing in your office who you cannot discuss with your boss, not with your colleagues, because the challenge might be your relationship with them. Therefore, you need this external sort of relationship to discuss. And why this is then related to mental health? Well, again, we need to naturally as humans to have that sympathy and talking with other people. We need to vent and share the challenges and frustrations we have with other people to feel better and to get them to help us.
Well, finally, you say that a really good reason to have a peer network is to help stay on top of industry trends and become a stronger leader. You know, for people who are thinking, I can Google the information, that's enough. How does a peer network help in this regard?
Well, yes, it's correct. You can Google it, or you can go and watch a TEDx talk, but I say that's one-way information, and businesses are not like this. Every business is different, and what is happening in peer networks is that rather than having this monologue, you are bringing in your work-related challenges, and you are saying, this is where I'm having an issue now, who can help me? And it's about in the network to look for someone who's been there, who's done it before, who can help you to take you through that. And it is basically not a one size fits all. You need to basically be around people who are working on similar companies or challenges at your level and then work together to solve it.
That was Nick Jonsson, co-founder and MD of EGN Singapore. This episode of Business Essentials Daily is produced by the team at SoundCartel. Thanks for listening. I'm Nicole Goodman. We'll bring you more Be Daily tomorrow. Follow at BE Daily Podcast across social media and head to bedaily.com.au for more from the Business Essentials Daily podcast. SoundCartel. This episode was brought to you by Mazars. To find out more, visit mazars.com.au. That's mazars.com.au.